One of the most powerful tools in your sales toolkit, and especially as it relates to budget and financial conversations with prospects and clients, it's the language that you use. The language that you use around finances and budget can be the difference between an opportunity being stuck in the sales pipeline and an opportunity moving through the pipeline into a win. What are some areas that you can start to pay attention to assess how you're using the language of money? The first is to pay attention to yourself as a buyer. What's going through your mind when you are in the shoes of the buyer? So the next time you're making a buying decision, just simply pay attention to how you behave in that buying situation. It will give you some really good insight into how you might bring some of those behaviors to selling conversations. The second is to pay attention to the words that you use. Words like cost, fee, price, value, return, investment. They have different meanings and connotations. They certainly all have their time and their place, but being mindful of the words that you're using and when you're using them and with whom you're using them makes all the difference. And then lastly, pay attention to when you bring up financial and budget conversations in the sales process. If you are someone who is prone to having these conversations later in the sales process, move it up. Have that conversation earlier in the qualification process so you start to introduce budget and finance conversations early. You will be doing your client and prospect a favor as well by introducing these conversations earlier in your sales process. Pay attention to the very powerful tool of language, and you will be able to move your opportunities through the pipeline more quickly.